Hello mates, and today I'm going to be talking about the World Cup expansion to 48 teams. Interesting times, interesting life, happy wife, happy life. 48 team World Cup, 32 to 48 teams, that's what we're going to be talking about. And what are we going to be talking about specifically? Well, we're going to be talking about specifically the expansion, mate. Like originally it was going to be 16 groups of 3 teams, but they're going to be changing it to 12 groups of 4 teams. So it's going to be absolutely quality in that regard. FIFA didn't want to lose the spectacle that happened in the 2022 World Cup, which had 4 teams and which had the third game being absolutely dramatic. It was absolutely mental in the World Cup. There were so many last-ditch match days that we saw. We saw it happen with Japan. We saw it happen with South Korea. We saw it happen with Iran and USA. We saw it happen with Senegal. Like, there were so many things going on in the last match day. We saw it happening with Uruguay as well in that group. So there's so many matches it's going to be happening, and it's going to be interesting. We're going to be seeing these quality of matches in the World Cup for 48 teams. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Yes, so the World Cup is going to be set up like this. So at the group stage level, there's going to be 12 groups of 4 teams. The top 2 teams just get through automatically, so that's 24 teams. And the top 8 third place teams also get through, which leads to a knockout round of like 32 teams. That just makes things exponentially very interesting. The fact that there's now like 32 teams in the World Cup in the knockout rounds does make things interesting. It'll be a bit one-sided at times though, not going to lie. The first place teams against the third place teams, it's going to be absolutely one-sided, but it's going to be interesting times, it's going to be interesting vibes, it's going to be interesting cultures with different perspectives. It could give a chance for like my heritage to qualify. My grandparents are from Ireland, so it'd be nice to see Ireland at the World Cup again. Venezuela could qualify, that could be interesting. But to be honest, I always preferred the World Cup as a competition of quality, where only the best of the best qualified for it, where it was so ruthless, where there was many painstaking, heartbreaking stories in regards to qualifying, sheer blood, sweat, tears. Only the teams with the greatest mental strength, the best tactics, and the best style of play made it to the World Cup, and that's what made it such an elite, exciting competition. That's what I truly think, that's what I truly believe, and that's how I truly feel. So the World Cup just expanding to 48 teams I feel like takes away from the quality of the competition and degrades it. That's what I truly believe, that's what I truly think. I think that if they were going to expand the World Cup, they should have really only done it in 2034. They should have expanded it to maybe 40 teams at that point. Like maybe 2030 wasn't too early. Like, to be honest, like even if they expanded it to 40 teams for the 2026 World Cup in USA, Mexico, Canada, that would have been absolutely epic. But it should have been 2034 basically, and it should have only been 40 teams. So FIFA have gone absolutely greedy in regards to the money, the funds that they want, and having their pockets lined up. So yeah, the World Cup's going to like increase dramatically with the matches. Like at the moment, I think there are 64 matches played in the World Cup. That's going to change quickly. It's going to be 80 matches now. So it's actually really interesting to see how things change in football. The quality around the world has gone better, has improved. We see that we saw that at the last World Cup. So things have gotten actually very interesting in that regard. The style of players, the movements they're making, the football intelligence around the world, the quality of coaches, the tactics, and the talented players that were otherwise not found but will be found due to the expansion of the Premier Footballing competition. So it will have its benefits. It's going to be obviously mostly for money, sponsorships and views. I think China has a part in it. Like, China has a population of 1.4 billion, and FIFA are missing out on a lot of that money. Like, the NBA have really taken advantage, and they've really expanded hard in China. So China qualifying for the World Cup, it would be a really good thing. Well, you know what's funny though? Like, even if China were to even if the World Cup was 48 teams, China probably still wouldn't have qualified for the World Cup, in this current cycle. So that's how bad China are. But like, yeah, we've got to keep this in mind, lads. So always be thoughtful, always be open, and just have a nice day, lads. Just stay safe, and I hope you do well. Thank you so much. Have a nice time, have a nice life, have a happy wife, and stay safe, lads.